Science is taught with diagrams and images.
A page from a chemistry textbook is panned over, then zooms in on a diagram showing an equation and particles of a chemical reaction.
Technology has enabled students to explore these images using digital interactives for deeper learning.
The reaction of the combustion of methane is balanced in Alchemie's Reactions Explorer.
But what about the students with visual impairments? Will these new digital tools exclude a group of students from the learning process?
The screen of Alchemie's digital Lewis Structure Explorer blurs and a black circle encloses on the screen, narrowing to a pinhole. Nicole Cotta, board-certified dietitian who is blind, is shown talking and interacting with the Cassie pieces.
I know that in chemistry we did do group work, but I honestly feel like my group did most of the work because I didn't really have the tools to do chemistry, so I struggled a lot with that. Honestly, high school chemistry was probably even more of a struggle for me than college chemistry because I didn't know what existed. I didn't even know a lot of the symbols used in chemistry.
The full Cassie setup is shown, featuring magnetic Cassie pieces on a whiteboard under a document camera plugged into a laptop computer.
Following universal design for learning principles, the team at Alchemie has developed a multi-sensory interface called Cassie that builds accessibility for blind and low vision students as a key feature, not an add-on.
The Cassie packaging system is shown and open to reveal a key in the lid that maps to locations of the pieces in the box.
The Cassie system uses machine vision to recognize physical manipulatives and gives students guidance and feedback as they work.
A student uses Cassie in the classroom.
And it consists of 3 interconnected components.
Nicole builds a Lewis structure of ammonia in Alchemie's Lewis Structure Explorer using the keyboard accessible control panel.
First, there is the digital-only interactive, which is used to build the science lesson and provide targeted hints and assessment. Second, there are tactile manipulatives, which match the digital interactive's user interface.
Hands build a Lewis structure of ammonia with Cassie pieces.
Third, computer vision software is used to recognize the manipulatives and provide guided audio instructions.
Student uses Cassie in the classroom.
Cassie uses an off-the-shelf camera to interpret and assess the student's placement of the manipulatives to give them audio feedback in real time. This system can be used by all students, not just blind and low vision students.
Pictures of 4 students using Cassie together are shown.
It provides a digital interface for commonly used, readily available manipulatives.
Hands are shown interacting with Cassie pieces.
In Phase 2, we conducted a pilot study with the help of researchers at SRI Education to determine what impact Cassie has on students' learning and the product's feasibility. A single case design study was used to understand how Cassie affects blind and low vision students' self-efficacy and engagement.
A student uses Cassie with their teacher in a classroom.
One thing we learned from our co-designing process with teachers of visually impaired is that accessible packaging is a very important feature of a product that will be used within an inclusive classroom.
The Cassie packaging system is shown.
Students should be able to use the product independently, so well-labeled packaging and a clear organization system is essential for usability.
A video of a student using Cassie with her teacher freezes and a quote is shown in the upper right corner of the screen.
Additionally, all study participants remarked on the positive impact that Cassie had on student learning and engagement. One teacher said,
"With Cassie, my student got to be hands-on like everyone else and use a tool like others would use in lab. He learned symbols he normally didn't get to learn. Before Cassie, he would just sit and listen, and I didn't know what he was getting out of it. He missed out on learning the symbols, and it was me doing the work instead of him."
Students use Cassie with their teachers and independently.
The next steps for Cassie are to partner with the American Printing House for the Blind and 3D Molecular Designs to manufacture and distribute the product. We are also working with other organizations to build teaching materials to support Cassie's use in science and math courses. Our ultimate goal is to build Cassie interactives for STEM learning from the early grades into college and careers with our innovative, patent-pending, multi-sensory learning system.